reflection.
Struggling with when the pain they are going through is going to end, and the hardships are going to end.
Can't hear you, huh? What?
They said they were struggling when the pain and hardships they were going through were going to end.
Okay. What did they find? Or did they find anything?
To trust in God and rejoice.
Okay. Thank you. What did y'all find? I heard y'all kind of study deeply that passage.
Well, we found that the psalmist was saying that throughout his life that he saw how God dealt with people who were getting away with things that weren't exactly of a good nature.
Okay.
But that he did not need to be worried with such things, that God handled all things in his own time.
Yeah.
It seemed like he might have been frustrated with seeing that happen.
Well, yeah, that he was frustrated with it, but that he still shouldn't bring himself to anger.
Did y'all relate to some of that frustration?
Oh, yes.
Thank you. How about y'all? What did y'all see the psalmist struggle with?
Just kind of shape them.
It's not fair. They're around me doing wrong and he's happening to me. If I did it, I would be trouble. So pretty much it's not fair.
Yeah. What did he end up finding? Where did you see where he went to find that answer?
Sanctuary. He realized in sanctuary that I was 17, so in sanctuary with God, that I understood the final destiny.
He didn't get it to the ring. This is specific. Like this, I put this out. This is one of those songs specific. He went to the sanctuary to worship.
It wasn't, might not seem fair right now, but anyway, we were going to get there. It was good or bad.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Thank you. I'm going to try to quickly go through what I found, but y'all found most of it already. And since David's sitting, I'll pop over. I don't have to, we'll have to run from on the next slide. The first thing that stood out to me is that sometimes you've got to talk dirty. Turn to somebody and say, sometimes you've got to talk dirty to get clean. One of the things I noticed in my clergy role is ever since I started preaching to now, like if somebody hears that I'm a preacher, I can hear them swearing from around the corner. I can hear the dirty jokes. I can hear them talking about how they're not sure about this whole God thing. And when I walk in, they're like talking clean all of a sudden when they see me. They talk all prim and proper. Their jokes are like something on the Disney Channel, and they never doubted about the phone call. Did you ever notice that? Yeah. Work with them. But then, like, I've gone with some of our church members to AA meetings, and we've had some that went through, where people have hit rock bottom, and they know that their mask is not helping them any. And they need to reach out to a higher power. And you know what I hear? I see a lot of smoking. I hear a lot of cursing. I hear a lot of telling some really stories that I think the Sunday school teachers face read. And not because they're any better or worse than anyone else, but because they know they have reached this point beyond what they can handle. And they don't need any masks. They don't need to pretend they're somebody God. They need to be real. And in a lot of these songs we were reading, that's what I hear God saying. Not God saying, the perfect song is saying. One of them is like, how long, God? How long am I going to sit here and hurt and wait? Come on! You squeal, or she squeal. Just down to earth, straight up. You know, she feels rejected. She feels hurt, and she says to God, you know, we sometimes talk like God is just this little soft breath and fall apart. If we say, well, what do you mean? If God made the universe, God can take your anger. God can take your pain. God can take your disappointment. God can take you saying it doesn't make sense. Where are we? Oh. God can take that. In prayer, we need to feel comfortable doing that. Because when you are honest with God and open with God, you open up that painful place and you turn it into a beautiful place, God can just show up. Maybe you won't get the answer, but you're not alone. Honestly. So the first thing I see is that we need to talk first to God. Part of us finding our way through the pain. We'll go to the second one here. Second thing is that we need to be still and know that God is there. There was one of them where it talked about putting away worry, putting away fear, and just sitting there and trusting God and letting God act. And that's how I take that. Can anybody see anything in this picture?
A circle.
Circle?
It's almost like a target, but one
It looks like there's people. Like the design in it is people.
You look like you see people in it.
Yeah.
See a migraine.
I'm going to just show you. Right in the
You see a
middle,
line ring?
there is an angel and two children. Now, I show you this. This is something called a hallucin. It was big fad in the 90s. It kind of dropped off. But the thing about it is, while you're trying very hard to see the picture, while you focus it, you're not going to see it. You have to kind of relax your mind. You also have to have pretty good eyesight. You can't go straight to the eyes. But if you can relax your mind, suddenly you'll start to have a 3D image pop up. And if anybody wants, I can send them the picture. You can do it at home on the computer.
I want to do this.
But that is, it's got an angel and two children. Like they're guardian angels.
So
See,
what's
that's-
Is there a bunch of them?
There's one. You ever seen that picture with the guardian angel and the boy and the girl?
Yeah.
It's that picture. But it's there the whole time. But you can't see it unless you can really relax. And sometimes it's like that with God. Sometimes we say, like the psalmist did, God, where are you? Why aren't you there? Well, guess what? God is standing right beside you the whole time. Why aren't you speaking? And God's like, what do I need? I go, but our life is full of so much anger and hatred and pain. Our life is so busy. And sometimes we just have to quit it, put it aside, stop, and find a way to be still. And if we're still, we'll begin to see, no, God's there. No, God actually was thinking and speaking the whole time. And this and that and other thing, but I was so full of myself, I couldn't see. And within the picture, that 3D begins to pop up, and we have perspective. No way forward to it. Has anyone ever had that happen to you? You want to tell about it?
Yeah. I think one of the most profound times that had ever happened to me was I had it was right when my dad was dying. And I had all kinds of family, in and out of our home in West Virginia. And I remember thinking to myself, God, can you just let my dad go for me? Just take him home. He's had enough. And I remember God telling me, that's none of your business. It is not your call. I'm the one who holds the hand. And I remember being so overwhelmed hearing that.
Yeah.
And kind of being chastised when you're a child about when you've done something wrong. That it completely floored me so much that all I could do was weep. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry, God, that I was asking God to do something so heinous. It really was not my business.
Yeah.
Every other time I was in the hospital, my dad was always there to see me all. It was late at night and I thought, no, I'm here by myself, my dad's not here. He must be here. And literally felt like someone brushed my brow. And I knew that it was okay.
When I was using, I was shooting up in my neck, and I got a blood clot in my neck, and it had abscess, and I couldn't turn my head. I was really sick, and they weren't doing anything about it. And I kept telling my parents when I call them, I'm sick. You need to get me out of here. And they wouldn't believe me. And they came that night to see me, my first visitation, and they realized how bad it was. And something told me I was going to die. And I was in my cell alone. There was no one in my cell, just me. And I got on my knees and I begged God. I said, please don't let me die here, not like this. Kids didn't know I was an addict at the time. I didn't want to die in jail and for them to find out that way. And as clear as my voice is now, I heard him say, I will spare you, but you touch it again, you're mine. And the very next day I was taken to the hospital. And they said if it had gone 24 hours more that I would have had to have surgery, and there was a pretty good chance that I could die.
I'm so glad we're here with us.
So that was,
You are celebrating another birthday.
yeah.
Well, and we have to have those moments where we quiet the noise and clear and talk to God. It's very hard. I think when we have it in the midst of crisis unplanned, it's a grace. But I would encourage you throughout your life to find ways to quiet the noise and everything in your life and be still before God. Find a way to do it. Because it will help you find perspective in difficult times. We've got the third verse I want to talk about, and I get two things out of that. First, the main part of it, I'm getting it because I was about to run over and get it, is join God's people in worship. And the first part of that is to actually worship. When we talk about that, we're going to the sanctuary. And that day, that involved incense and prayers and killing animals and a lot of work. We don't really have that. But it's true. There's something about worshiping. That when you find that way that you worship and you do it with others, it opens up this space in your life where God's life can come. What are ways you worship that gives you